Assalamu alaikum to one and all, and a very good morning. How are you all doing? Hope everyone is good. Right. So today, let me begin with normally when you want to purchase something, what you do? You go to the market, you get the things. But suppose you want something from outside, like you are very much fond of ajwa khajur. You want to get that khajur. So as it is not easily available in our country, so how the things are exported where they are produced from one place to another place? No doubt, it is carried by transportation. Maybe you are wondering why I am taking transportation to you all today. It is connected with social studies where roadways, railways and all? No. Transportation can also occurs in our body too. Nothing but the transport system is nothing but we call it as circulatory system. When I'm talking about circulatory system, the circulatory system includes heart, blood and blood vessels. Let us learn in detail about this. Transportation is nothing but movement of important or essential substances like nutrients, the food we consume. Already we have learned in our chapter 1 about nutrition. Those nutrients after we consume should be transported to each and every cell, each and every part of our body so that they can work for you. So nutrients are transported, oxygen is transported, hormones are transported, because it is said that hormones are produced at one place but they have role at other place. So who is carrying that hormones? Again the blood. Who is carrying the nutrients? Again the blood. Who is transporting the oxygen and the carbon dioxide to and fro from the body? Again the blood. Again in the blood you have two different parts like blood plasma and the blood cells. Let us see which things are transporting what and all in detail. But come to know that even waste materials should also be taken to the respective system, that is excretory system. So this is about transportation, how it is playing an important role. If transportation doesn't occur in our body, then things cannot be transported. They retain at one place, they get accumulated at one place, causing many complications. As today we are learning about heart. Heart, generally people say that heart is the most important organ in our body. No doubt brain is also very important, it is the most complex structure. But when we talk about the heart, we should have a good heart, we should have a kind heart, the heart that supports everyone, the heart that helps everyone. Then you are called as a good person. Even in Holy Quran it is written by Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam also said a good heart, the person with a good heart is considered as the best person on this earth. Exactly. So let us move on to the topic now here. So we will move on to, can you guess, seeing the image here, what you can see? You can see, some kind of wave motions. These are nothing but the pulse rate shown. Generally when you take ECG, generally when you go for, how your heart is working, it is called as electrocardiogram. Because in our body, heart is only the organ that show electrical impulses, that works with the electrical input. So yes, pulse rate you are seeing here is nothing but the pulse rate, is nothing but the rhythmical pushing of something up and down, up and down. Now everyone take your right hand and from your thumb just come to this area and hold it. Hold it and see. For a minute you can see something is moving. Yeah, some rhythmic movement up and down. That is nothing but your pulse rate. As shown in the figure, you can put your two fingers from the thumb area and you can check how the pulse rate and the heartbeat is working for us. So here it is said that one pulse rate is equals to one heartbeat. One pulse rate is equals to one heartbeat. Hope you all have checked now. Hope you all have checked your pulse rate. How many times did you get? 76? Okay. 71? Okay. 93? Yeah, okay, fine, no problem. Yeah, it depends from person to person. It depends from age to age. Even it depends upon your activity. Suppose you are very active, you are running, your pulse rate increases. You are at rest, your pulse rate will be low. So depending upon your activity, jogging and all, your pulse rate fluctuates. So here it is said that how many times you see your pulse rate, that many times your heartbeat will be. Suppose if your pulse rate came 72, then your heartbeat is also 72. So one pulse rate is equals to one. Generally doctor check the pulse rate here, or some people even check the pulse rate near the neck also. So one pulse rate is equals to one heartbeat. Try to remember this. Moving on to the next one. Yeah, history of transportation. Let us see, how many people have contributed towards the transportation. Here when I'm talking, you can scope. René Lennox discovered stethoscope in the year 1860. René Lennox is a doctor. Do you know the first stethoscope made by him was with the bamboos? But the present stethoscope you can see here, this one the doctor uses now. So to check your heartbeat and also your pulse rate. And before, doctors just used to catch your hand and tell how your pulse rate is. But nowadays, as complications are moving, as technology is moving, as our healthy habit lifestyles are changing, so it is very impossible to predict a normal heartbeat. And generally we blame doctors. Doctor, those days doctor just used to catch our hands and used to say the pulse rate. But nowadays these doctors using many equipments for that. Yeah, it is the need of it. As the lifestyle changes, as the food habit changes, as the climate fluctuating. Due to that also, even things are required. In 1574, Girolamo Fabrici was the person. He is an Italian doctor and he also discovered veins in the legs. While discovering veins in the leg, Girolamo Fabrici said that even valves are present in the legs. Yeah, the valves that are present in your heart that open and close, so that the blood can flow. So these are present even in the veins also. The valves are present in the veins as the veins are carrying the blood in upward direction. The next person I can talk here is William Harvey. Harvey is the person who worked on blood circulation. He did many experiments on blood circulation, on transportation. Girolamo Fabrici is the person even who worked, on circulation of the blood. Even he worked on blood vessels, arteries and veins he found. And do you know one thing? William Harvey is the student of Girolamo Fabrici, and after William Harvey, it is Marcello Malpighi. Marcello Malpighi. Marcello Malpighi is also the student of William Harvey. Yeah, teacher and a student, and teacher and a student. Marcello Malpighi also worked on blood vessels. As his teacher worked on blood vessels, he carried the experiment on that. Then Marcello Malpighi said that these blood vessels are further divided into very small, thin, thread-like structure. They are very small, almost like your hair. Exactly. And he named it as capillaries. So this is about some of the history about the transport system.
So I stop here. Have a nice day.